Okay, so that's my character screen, but welcome to I guess you could say it's a Let's Play World of Warcraft, but it's more of my warrior guide because that's the class I'm best at, and some people were talking to me, asking me about my class, and I figured, hey man, if you want to learn from me, I'll just make a video for you, and whoever else wants to watch it. First I'm going to show you my add-ons. This is the add-on screen. None of these really matter, I'll show you the only ones that matter. Arena Spy, it says it right there, detects opponents if they are from your faction and tells you. That's nice. In arenas, of course. BG Spy is enemy talent spec reporter. It basically, you don't have to look, and it tells you who's on their team, what their class is, and what their spec is, which is good to link because RBGs, right? Forte Exorcist, I don't remember what this does. It just gives you cooldowns, I think. Yeah, cooldowns and talents and stuff like that. It's not really important. I use it though. It has you download it and you get one for every class. I have mine clicked on warrior right now, and it actually does help. It really helps me manage my cooldowns in another sense, even though I have a lot of cooldown managers. Gladius SA. That's gonna tell you every fucking thing that's happening. It's robotic. It tells you like what's going on, like this dude popped bubble, this bubble's down, bubble shattered, like divine plea, stuff like that. That's all paladin though, but you know, it is dark side we like on stuff like that. You'll probably hear it. Gladius arena unit frames, top right over here, just gives you their health, their mana, and then on the side is their trinkets, and if they use it, and then all the other stuff that they have. That's good to know. Healers have to die as soon as it spots a healer. This is good for BGs. A lot of people don't use it. They don't even know how to target healers because they're stupid. But it just throws an X above a healer, and then you know who the healers are. Mixed scrolling battle text. I have that so it just scrolls battle text on the side of my UI. You'll see that later. It just basically tells you how hard you're hitting, what you're getting healed for, block, miss, dodge, stuff like that. NUI. I gotta give this guy mad props. It's made by Scott Peel. You should download it, you should go to his website, you should donate to him because he puts a lot of work into this. I know it's just him, and I've been using this add-on UI for a while. It's a full UI. It gives you everything you could want. You don't even have to make one. Just download that and done. It even has other add-ons that kind of make the other ones I have in here not incompetent, but I don't know what the word is, just unuseful, I guess. Omni CC cooldown count for everything. That's another one. One bag, one bank just makes it so I press one button, or when I open the bank button, they're all just one thing, so that's nice. You'll see that. Prat just basically tells me who's talking, what class they are, what level they are, and I can copy paste things from chat. Titan panel. Doesn't really matter, just tells you how much gold you have. Stuff like that. Deadly boss mods is a given. You should know what that is anyways, but it tells you what's good. Anyways, we're gonna go in. If you want to check it out, it's my naked shaman, it's my naked druid, it's my naked warlock, and that's large. Anyways, we're gonna go in. Loading screen. It seems a little laggy because I'm recording, but oh well, meantime I'll just play with my tech deck. Oh man. Okay, here I landed the trick at the very end, so that's cool. Alright. So the first thing I'm gonna show you, if I could just get the hell out of org here. Get the fuck out of Dodge! Is there we go. First thing I wanna show you guys is my talent tree. It's a lot different. I always use different talent trees from other people, just usually it's for my, well, always for my playstyle, but usually it's different. And a lot of people question it and they say why, and I say it's because I kill you. That's just the way it goes. There's a 20 priest. First thing I do is I don't spec into blitz at all because it has no use for me, even in RBGs, even in anything. Let's look at this. A 1.50 second stun. Yeah, I don't give a shit about that. And then it would give me 10 additional rage if I max it and like stuns 2 extra enemies. That doesn't matter because I'm going to be bursting down one person anyways. so it's not like it matters to me. Some people like it. It's your playstyle, like I said. Field dressing. This is what keeps me alive. Effectiveness of your self-healing abilities by 20 and healing received by 6. War Academy increases the damage of just some of my spells. I don't spec in a tactical mastery. It's kind of useful, even though I do go prot sometimes just to disarm or pop defensive cooldowns. Still not that useful. You can place it in more useful, more effective talents. Drums of War. I'm picking my nose while I do this. If I sound weird, I'm sorry. Reduces the rage cost of your pummel, demoralizing shout, intimidating shout, and challenging shout by 50%. That's not bad, but if you manage your rage well enough, you shouldn't even have to worry about that, to be honest with you. Oh, there we go. Now for the ones that did spec into deep wounds, that's a given. Just puts a bleed. And second one, whenever you are struck by a stun or immobilization effect, you generate 20 rage and 6% of your health over 10 seconds. That's good, because even if it's like a 2-second slow, like a really quick thing, you barely got caught, you're gonna be coming back. That's good. I got improved hamstring. I don't know if some people agree with that, but when reapplying hamstring, you immobilize a target for 5 seconds. This cannot occur more than 30 seconds and reduces the global cooldown by 0.5. I like that just because even though I usually do piercing hell when it's a whole group, or even someone when they're getting far away, hamstring is less rage. And actually, it does last longer as well. That's cool. But yeah, I like the mobilization. That's another thing that could just keep people in place and beat on them. This person wants to die. Impale. Increases a critical strike. That's just another damage one. Sweeping strikes. Some people don't spec in this, and this is one of my little secrets. Not a secret. I'm sure everybody knows you should. Your melee strikes attack an additional nearby opponent. I can try and show you this later. But the thing is you pop sweeping strikes. I've got all my macros right here for it. You pop sweeping strikes, you pop whatever else you pop, but if you pop sweeping stripes, SS and Blade Storm at the same time, and if you're by 2 people, this is the most important thing. I usually stun one person and let the other person try and train me, whatever, just they're attacking me, trying to peel me, and I just pop Blade Storm and sweeping strikes, and you're just going to cleave off both of them, and it's going to hurt more of them, or both of them in the long run, unless they're smart enough to disarm me, which most people can't, because of their class, or run away. Even then, they usually just take too long. Taste for Blood is just another one, it's a given. I don't spec into Improved Slam, even though it's on my bars right here. I never use it. I have never used it. Deadly Calm, that's a given. I pop Deadly Calm usually when I just get the chance to blow someone up or need it. Or they catch me and I need to pop like a critical pummel, throw down, something like that. Just however you want to do it. Blood Frenzy. Your bleed effects cause the targets to take an extra 4% physical damage. Applying bleed effect increases the bleed damage taken for 1 minute. In addition, your auto attacks have a 10% chance to generate 20 rage. That's pretty cool. I didn't know I had that, but it's useful. Juggernaut is just a charge, decreases the cooldown. You can use it in combat, and then after you charge, you have a increased chance to crit on Mortal Strike and Slam, even though I never use Slam. Yeah. Lamps to the Slaughter is just another given. Your melee effects have it. Whoa, let me read that. No, forget that. Your melee effects have a 6% chance of resetting the cooldown on your Colossus Smash and keep 10 rage after using Execute. That is also very good. 'Cause free Colossus Smash, I don't think you know what that does. I'll read it to you. Smashes the target for 150 damage plus 202 and weakens their defenses, allowing you to entirely bypass 100% of their armor for 6 seconds. I usually try to catch people in a Colossus Smash and a Throwdown, and probably have your cooldowns pop, because when people are, you know, stunned, they can't do anything, and they're just gonna take wild damage. Knockdown is just my 5-second stun. Your Mortal Strike critical hits have a 100% chance to enrage you, increasing physical damage caused by 10% for 12 seconds. And Blade Storm. As for, this is, alright, that's just kinda basic over here. This is where it gets serious. Blood Craze is another second win to me. You just gain health when you take damage. Increases critical strike chance of Mortal Strike, and other ones don't matter, but Mortal Strike is important to me. Piercing Hell is a given. Most people don't spec into this, but Booming Voice reduces the cooldown of your shout and commanding, or your shouts, by 15 seconds and generates 5 additional rage. Now I like that for 2 reasons. When you're getting, I don't know what the word is, it's trained or something, when you're getting kited, rage starved, you pop one of these, and it's usually how I gain my rage back, and I could start hitting again, probably pop Piercing Hell, and just start hitting them again because they're slowed. And the 5 additional rage and all that. But it also reduces the cooldown, so it's from 1 minute to 45 seconds. I wish I could put 2 in there, but oh well. It's just the faster the better. It's just more rage for me. Over here, a lot of important people spec in it. Insight increases the critical strike chance of your heroic strike by 5%. At full it gives 15, and gives your heroic strike criticals a 100% chance at full to cause the next heroic strike to also be a critical. These guaranteed critical cannot re-trigger the inside effect. Now, here's the thing. That's cool and all, but I really don't rely on crits. I'll show you why in a second, but I just really don't rely on them, even though you have Recklessness and it increases this, but that's 30 rage, and usually when I pop Recklessness anyways, it's never with my regular spells. It's usually with Blade Storm and Sweeping Strikes and other things, or when I get the chance. I mean, that would help, but I rather put it to more things that are going to help me full time rather than situational. So I take those 3 points and I put it in Toughness. Increases your armor value from items by 10%. I like that because you just die not as fast, I guess you could say, and I'm dying sucks, you know. I don't know how to explain it other than that's good for me for PvP. You don't die as fast. You have more chance. Like you have, if you're dying slower, I have a greater chance to stay alive longer, regain health. Maybe a healer will show up and heal me. Maybe my cooldowns will come up, so I have the like split-second chance. You know, it's like over time that's gonna help me more than I think heroic strike will, because I don't crit that much. I'll show you why again, because I really don't give a shit about crit. As a warrior, I mean, some people do, but it's not going that high for me anyways. We're gonna pop over to glyphs. I have all of these, but that's not important. Blade Storm reduces the cooldown of Blade Storm by 15 seconds. It drops it from, what is that, a minute 40 to a minute 25. I find that really useful, other than the fact that it kind of closer to Sweeping Strikes when I use it. But Blade Storm gets me out of a lot of snares, a lot of bad situations. And Overpower increases the damage of Overpower by 10%, which is a big spell I use in Mortal Strike, by 10%. Moving on to lower ones, Sweeping Strikes reduces the rage cost, that's cool. Piercing Hell increases the radius, that's very good, because when people are getting away, I can slow more of them. Increases the charge ability by 5 yards. Long charge for me is a must, because those 5 yards make such a big difference you wouldn't even understand. Unless you did understand. Now these are just increases the duration by 2 and area of effect, 2 area effect, and Berserker Rage generates 5 rage when used. Okay. So, let me see if I could find someone to duel for you here. I'll show you what I got going on. See, he's going Shadow. Now, I can't really give you a walkthrough of what I'm gonna do because it's me focusing, but I'll try to show you what's up. always keep Mortal Strike down. I'm gonna eat this Sphere because he put a disarm on me. Yeah, he's gonna disperse that, but that's fine. I'm not really worried. He's going into healing form. I can't let him do that. I just gotta start stopping him. I'm gonna not eat that scream actually. And there's the kill for you. One big thing I would mention is, let me think this guy. No, I'll give him a. I just told him he's on YouTube now. One big thing I'd say is I macro everything. Even though you saw me click that, it's just because I just macroed those, and I try to try to hit my macro buttons as much as I can, but sometimes it's by force of habit that I've been playing months for that, and I've been playing a week with those macros. So, you know, it'll take time and I'll get used to it. The only thing I'd mention is you have to macro everything other than the fact that I killed that guy with heroic throw. And I think I probably clicked it, but that's also another tool you can use to kill people. It's really gonna fuck them up, even though I think you can actually spec into making that silence, but I don't think I have that. No, I don't. I wish that was possible. Anyways, a few things I would recommend on that is I didn't pop anything, though you really should get spell reflection going on. I didn't pop in defensive because I didn't have to, but if you pop spell reflection and you get a key spell off on him, like say vampiric touch, and if that goes back on him, he's fucked. That's just, I'm pretty sure it's gonna heal you. I'm not completely sure, but that's a big spell to spell deflect. Another thing I'd like to talk about is my what are these called? Professions. First aid is no joke. I've got it maxed because it's useful. Got my bandages and stuff because I don't always have food, but bandages can come in a lot of help because I think you can actually use them in combat. Oh, I'm sorry. He's asking me what it's under. I do mining just for the fact that it supports my engineering, and I don't have any other characters or a lot of money, or else I'd probably get something else, but I honestly like the 120 stamina. And engineering comes in greatly because of this. With my macro to pop defensive cooldowns, it gives... my ear itches. It protects me from 18,000 damage for 8 seconds, which is like a mini bubble. That's fine, but Synapsive Springs gives me 480 strength for 10 seconds. That comes along with the fact that I am an Orc Warrior, and that's Blood Fury. So I get 2 pretty much free, spell pops. Increases my attack power by 100 or 1170. That helps too. And then axe specialization. I fucking hate axes, but you have to use them as an orc because I get increased expertise and everything matters. Here we go, let's look at this. Command doesn't matter much to me, though hardness, duration of stun effects reduced by an additional 15%. That's nice. Now I'm going to show you my gear here. I kind of wish I was human so I didn't have to use this PvP trinket, but that's a lot of resilience anyways. We have Ruthless Gladiator's Insignia. I choose proc over using it because I don't really like using it. Other than this, I don't think it has a real internal cooldown, so it could be up the whole time. I'm not sure. Landslide on my weapon. I've seen that thing be up whole matches. They proc from stupid shit. Ruthless Gladiator War Edge. That's the same stuff. Hit and crit rings, that's not hard to understand. Like I said, do not go for crit at all. It is useless to me. I'd probably get, if I stacked crit from things I could, I'd probably go to like from, what am I at? Oh god, that's horrible. From the 7 or 8% self buff to about like 10 or 12, that doesn't matter to me. It's too small to make a difference compared to using other stats, like, you'd argue it goes both ways, but I don't know. Ruthless Boots of Eclaircy. Now, I use stamina movement speed, and I should have mastery movement speed, but I'm too poor and I'm waiting for the good ones, my cataclysmic boots, to get those. It gives, yeah, that's pretty much it. I just went with haste because it's haste or crit, and haste actually makes a difference. It's faster hitting with my weapon. It's from 360 to 348, but I know haste actually also helps your special abilities. Now this, one thing I have to say that I stack is not strength and crit. I stack strength and resilience. That's more resilience, stay alive longer, of course. I just don't like crit as a warrior. It's good for other things. The red gem I use is strength, and blue or purple is strength and hit. My pants are right there, or my belt. As you can see, I didn't stack straight up strength, I went for that. Mastery on gloves, that's debatable, whether strength or mastery, and I'll show you why. Expertise wrists, that's another big one. I put strength on there. Expertise, I fucking hate when my throwdowns get dodged. That's the only thing that gets dodged, and I'm gonna tell you, it is the worst possible thing that can happen. It can just mess up your whole chance, all your chances, I guess. Mastery back with critical strike on it, and then hit necklace. I actually do not reforge at all, even though I could reforge all my crit into mastery. Like I said, I like having some base stats. I've been playing since vanilla, and I'm gonna tell you, I just don't believe. I believe in itemizing more than anything. I've reforged two things, and that's these gloves to mastery and this to hit. Only because my melee right here, my hit chance needs to be at 5%. I could probably get it lower than this, but it's 5.06. You need to get it as low, not lower than 5%, but as low to 5% as you can, because anything else is straight up wasted stats. All you need is 5. My mastery is at 12. That's a 26% chance for your melee attacks to trigger an additional melee attack for 100% normal damage. Now that I like because it's an extra hit. More damage is more damage. My haste is low, obviously. My crit's low. That's pretty much everything that I have to talk about, other than I guess I have to show you some things. And I will edit it at this point here. I'm still gonna keep flying right now. Dum dum dum. Okay. So this is where I'm gonna show you how Bladestorm works with sweeping strikes, and then I'll show you my macros after. That'll be a good game. I'm gonna charge in, and here's the thing. Get some hits there, Venusaur. Guess not. This is regular Bladestorm. I'm gonna hit both of these guys. It's 2 hits, 2 hits, 2 hits. They're parrying. I don't know how. There's crits. And that's some damage, but I'll show you the devastatingness of sweeping strikes and Bladestorm in a moment. Now, as for macros, which I have all keybinded right here, I don't know why I have intercept keybinded. That's kind of stupid. I should actually take that off. I have... Fuck, let's start from the top. This is my stance, or I have macros to change stances. This is battle stance, where I equip battle stance and equip my axe back on. And that's it. That's a good one to have, and you'll see why. Whoa, I did not know I had that. That's cool. I have this... yeah, I'm really actually going to put that on right now. Okay, this is important because it's a charge hamstring. You go straight in this hamstring. It's slash attack slash cast charge slash cast hamstring. That's easy though. You could probably see it anyways. These are just my Warlock ones. Don't worry about that. Good God, I even have a disarm one. This is just disarm, which I have in another one. I don't really like this one anyways. It's just defensive stance, disarm, battle stance. That's a quick one. That's in case someone's going like, if your twos partner, let's say, gets stunned and he's getting wailed on, you need to disarm that person because that's one of the, or fear, but I wouldn't waste fear. I'd say just disarm them, and that's gonna help them live through it because they have no weapons. Or you're getting fucked up and you need to disarm. E plus stealth, that's rogue. I don't have one. So what else we got here? This is one of the more important ones. I'll show you the damage this does right now. I call it prop wreck, brah. It's cast recklessness, cast blood fury, cast synapses, snap rings on my ruthless things, cast sweeping strikes, cast a potion if I have one but I don't have any, and cast a blade storm. That's gonna fuck up anybody who's in there. I usually stun one person and let the other one stay in, cast that, and it's cleave, 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 and they're both gonna walk away hurting, which is good. The other one I have is protection, which is you pop everything I have. I cast defensive stats, equip my shield, so axe and shield. Always use axes. Can't fuck around. Pop shield wall, pop reflection, and then pop my belt. So that's all my defensive spells right there, not all of them. And damn. I just had an idea. And that's pretty useful, just because it gets all that off, but I wouldn't switch back into this one, the arm stance one that I have, until you have your spell reflected something. Rebirth and sap don't matter. This is save the day. This is one I personally like because it is, number one, a free charge to get somewhere at least, and you can actually save people with it. It's slash cast defensive stance, equip your axe and shield, and it's cast intervene. I need to delete this one. Cast intervene, and you have to be targeted to someone. I don't really do it anywhere else. And it just goes to your intervene target, and bam, your friend is intervened. That's my macros, even though I have everything else keybinded that I could possibly need other than slam, which I don't know why I need that. I even have my shattering throw, which breaks bubbles and shit. You should do that as soon as you see it. And then heroic throw, because it gets kills like you just saw. I'm gonna show you what this does. Just look at the damage right here. Before I was hitting 3,000s, now I'm hitting 15,000 and more hits. Look at the sweeping strike hits. Sweeping strikes makes it so it hits off of him, hits off of him, hits off of him, and then Bladestorm is right hitting both of them. So it's not only cleaving with one, but it's cleaving twice. So that's more damage. I don't really have more else to show you other than that. That's the video for now. I love my green proto drake. Yeah. Let me think about it. I even have my bandages keybinded and victory rush. One thing that a lot of people like to do is get the victory rush glyphs. I wouldn't recommend it, even though they're cool to use if you're soloing a bunch of people, but you're not going to be. That's another situational, like, that's gonna help you in some situations versus what I have is gonna help you in every situation. So, I mean, yeah, respec and reglyph if you plan on dueling one person, but I'm not. And that's pretty much it. Other than Sunder Armor, I don't use that either. Thanks for watching. I might put up more Let's Plays or more tutorial in depth. This is just the basics. I could do one of me in arenas. I did a video of RBG, but that wasn't much. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it taught you something. It's made you a better player. Hopefully. That's it. Okay, bye. Alt tab, alt tab.